Hi folks, I'm from Handheld.com where we get on Android every day. Anyway, welcome to my backyard hut. I actually built with my own bare hands. I have no idea how to do carpenting, but I built it. Anyway, probably the most important question of the day. Which one has the better camera? The Galaxy S6 or the LG G4? We got some great California sun out here, so let's go ahead and do this, baby. Alright, in this first test, we're going to check out the quality of 4K using a Manfrotto mini tripod. Alright, let's go ahead and do this. And next we'll swap it out with the S6. Now this test should show you how good the quality is on both of these cameras without using the OIS or optical image stabilization. Next, let's go ahead and test out handheld. Alright, I'm going to simply go ahead and hold with both of my hands and test out the OIS. Alright, next with the S6. Alright, probably the feature we should test out is panning. We're going to go ahead and pan our phones from left to right and up and down. So let me go ahead and do this. Ready, set, go. Alright, with the Galaxy S6. Alright, that should have showed you which one has better panning, the Galaxy S6 or the LG G4. Alright, next I'm going to go ahead and use my tripod and test out the front camera video recording. Let's do this. Hey guys, this is the front-facing camera on the LG G4. I've got it on the tripod. Hi guys, I've got the Galaxy S6 now with the front-facing camera. Alright, in this next test, I'm going to go ahead and hold it with both of my hands and record. Guys, so now I'm holding the phone, the LG G4, with both of my hands. Hi guys, now I'm holding the Galaxy S6 with the front-facing camera with both of my hands. Alright guys, in this next test, we're going to go ahead and check out the still camera abilities of the back camera. Let's do this, baby. Alright, for bright landscape shots like this, I would have to say the LG G4 does have much better colors, realistic colors, versus the S6. It still has great colors, but it does pronounce some of the yellows and the oranges. Also, let me note out that the Galaxy S6 has much wider angle lens, so you get that nice wide angle shot versus G4, not as wide. But the clarity and quality of the G4 and the S6 on both of these photos are pretty good. So I would have to say they're pretty much even. The G4 does produce slightly better colors. Alright, in this next test, this is sort of a half sunlight, half shadow. So it'll be a good test. So let me go ahead and take some shots here. All right, with the Galaxy S6. All right, in this next test, the results were nearly the same. The Galaxy S6 has slightly pronounced colors, especially with the reds, but overall, both of these photos look pretty good. Now, I cropped out the gum box in the first photo, and I found that the G4 had slightly clearer photo. This is probably due to its f1.8. You could read the letters a lot easier versus the S6. Now, these differences are very, very small. You're not going to notice with the naked eye. But you could say that the G4 has slight edge over the S6. All right, in this next test, we're going to go ahead and test out the Selfie. With the LG G4, you can make a fist, and it will automatically take a photo. All right, the Galaxy S6 also has gesture control. All right, one thing really cool about the Galaxy S6 is that it has rear cam selfie mode, where it will actually detect your face and take a photo. Let me go ahead and try that. All right, next we're gonna go ahead and do the golf swing test with the last year's LG G3. This was one of the coolest features. I could take the shot of impact right there. I've got a helper here. He's gonna try to take the shot right as I hit impact, right there. We're gonna go ahead and try with the LG G4. Ready? All right, with the Galaxy S6. Ready? All right, in this next test, we're gonna check out how quickly continuous shots work on these phones. Let's do this. Ready, set, go. Ready, set, go. All right, guys, in this next test, we're gonna do the pink room test. This is actually my daughter Peony's room, and it is really pink. The walls are pink, the curtains are pink. Actually, most cameras, even my DSLR, pinks up everything as pink, super pink. So this would be a great test to do an indoor low light test and see how it can pick up, these phones can pick up the color. So let's go ahead and do this. First, I'm gonna go ahead and use the LG G3. All right, next I'm gonna go ahead and use the S6. In this pink room test, the LG G4 and the Galaxy S6 both did pretty good. Most cameras in this room will not be able to pick up that pink that well. It'll either look like washed out pink or it will look almost red. But both of these cameras did pretty well, except for the G4 on the last photo. For some reason it picked up some purple there. But other than that, both of these phones did really good. That is really pink. Guys, I'm doing a test. Sun is setting right now with the Galaxy S6 and the LG G4. The sun is actually really pink, and you get nice pinkish here down here. So the camera should pick up that. You should test out which one gives you better colors and detail in almost low light, no lights, sunset. All right, overall, I would have to say it's actually a tie between the Galaxy S6 and the LG G4. For 4K videos and video recording in general, I felt like the LG G4 had slightly better OIS, less shaky. Also, panning was a lot better without shakes. Also, color reproduction was better with the LG G4. Now, those differences are very minor. You can only see the differences if you zoomed it 600%. So in that sense, both of these have great video recording. As for audio, I felt like the Galaxy S6 was a lot better, especially there was a lot of background noise. The Galaxy S6 sort of cut out the background noise and you could hear your voice a lot better. But when there's less background noise, I felt like the LG G4 was a lot more quieter. So I guess the S6 is better if you have a lot of background noise. The G4 is better in a quieter room. As far as still photos, I felt like both of these had also its own advantages. The G4 did slightly better with its f1.8 in picking up detail when zoomed in, while the S6 didn't do that bad either in most situations. I felt like the G4 slightly had an edge with the colors outdoors. I felt like the color reproduction was a lot better with the G4, but in low light testing, I felt like the Galaxy S6 was slightly better. And again, the differences were so minor, it's really hard to make a choice which one has a better camera. Now, as far as continuous shooting, the Galaxy S6 outdid the G4. It literally took 2 shots while the G4 was only taking 1 shot. In the golf swing test, you could clearly see most of my swing with the Galaxy S6, while you can only see half of that with the G4. To cap up, I would have to say the f1.8 and f1.9, the differences are very, very minor. Both of these have excellent cameras. You can't go wrong with either of these. Of course, in this camera test, I did not cover the manual mode on the LG G4. Now, the manual mode could be great in situations where you want to manually control the ISO, shutter speed, and the white balance. I'll probably have another video on manual mode on the LG G4. That is a whole another world. That's something that S6 doesn't have as far as controlling the shutter speed manually. Overall, both of these phones will do very good in most situations. I kind of favor the LG G4 a little bit more, a more realistic color production, a little bit better OIS, I think. If you're nitty gritty about photos and videos, you gotta absolutely have the best. I think the LG G4 wins it this year. Anyway, thanks guys for watching this video. I'll have more videos coming. As always, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe if you want more videos like this. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, Facebook, or Google+. And as always, stay on Android.